Hello everyone. So we are going to be dealing with a lot of pumpkins, aliens, and a girl saying in this tutorial. This nail set is pretty trippy, so let's get in. So we're using these decals here. We have pumpkins, could be related to Halloween, and then we have, or Thanksgiving, and then we have a girl, or maybe we'll use this one first. Guys, I really kind of don't know what to do. I don't have a specific idea, so we're just gonna go with the flow. So with the nail tip, however long your nails are, or whatever nails that you're doing, you can kind of decide what you would like to put inside of the nail. The girl right there looks kind of cool. So you can kind of like map out and measure what might look good inside of the nail space that you have. But I really like this block here. I do include a lot of different variations of pictures that you can use. I have our little picture here. I'm thinking like getting this skull. Like, doesn't that look so cool? There's also a pumpkin, so there's many different avenues that you could go for. I think I'm gonna do this section first. What you can do is cut off this part. Maybe we use that for later. And I'll show you guys how. I actually like to apply a lighter base coat so that the nail decal can sit on something that is a brighter background so that the colors from the decal can pop a little bit more. I'm using my Cure Sky. This is white. This is color in white. Make sure that everything is prepped. This is solely for the design purposes. This a nice white color. You can paint it anything you want, but I find that the white is going to allow it to pop the most since it's just pure white. All right, and then I'm gonna pop this into the lamp. I'm actually gonna do 2 at a time. So let me do the other one here. Just another layer. We're gonna kind of like think about what we want from this. So since I want to have this pumpkin, I'm actually gonna just cut this part off. And then it's very important to leave at least a little bit of it. Although we're trying to capture this pumpkin here, it's important to leave some on the side so that way you'll see what I mean. So before we put anything on, you want to make sure that you put a sticky base coat on to the nail so the decal can stick on it. Simple base coat. This is the Moravon base coat. I think that's how you say it. And a very thin layer is fine to use. Oop. If it is thick, then that's completely okay. Like, it really doesn't matter. Just be mindful of the thickness of the nail. So in the meanwhile, while that's curing in the lamp, I have a small tiny bowl of water. Several ways to do this, but I'm gonna just simply pop it into the water there. I don't leave it for a long time at all. I leave it for maybe about, at most, 10 seconds. And then I remove it immediately because usually it's pretty good after that time. I just kind of remove it with a little bit of a tool here. Okay, move that out the way. And then I'm just gonna kind of dry it onto a little lint-free towel. You have your decal here. It should give it a few seconds out of the water and it should actually just slide off the backing paper that it's on. I'm gonna kind of like place it and measure it where I want it to go. And then you can use your finger or you can use a tool such as this one, and you can use it to start sticking it onto the nail. When you're working with decals, it is a very tricky thing at first. Decals are very tricky. But once you continue to work with them, play with them, and practice with them, you'll learn how they work more and you'll get more familiar with how to put it on the nail. So as you can see, I'm kind of just like forming it to the nail. I'm just gonna take a nail file. You take a nail file and you literally just go with the curve of the client's nails, or you start kind of carving out the decal matching the curve of their nail. This is a very delicate process, so just take your time. Just go along the client's nail or the press-on nail, whatever nail you're doing. Okay, just like that. I'm not sure if you saw that, but. You have a little bit of white up here. This is, I think, solely because this tip that I'm working on it's shaped weird up there. So the picture is just out of this world, so cool. So immediately what I like to do after I have done separating the decal, I like to put on a clear top coat immediately. So I'm going to use my Mia Secret Glass Finish top coat. And with this part, what you want to do is make sure to go around the entire nail to encapsulate this design. You'll find that the design will pop as well when you put on the top coat. It's going to look so cool. Go around the entire nail like so. So that way it is actually encapsulating the decal in. I don't know if you can tell, but the color just really does pop. The picture is just so cool and unique. So here's the other one that came out of the lamp. Look how cool, it's so cool. So I had this crazy idea to do a border. This is from Mia Secret. Just gonna take a little bit of this color and put some on my thing here. Just gonna go ahead and paint it on. What I've done so far is I applied a black line. I have this Born Pretty nail polish here. I actually just bought it, if you couldn't tell. It's still in the packaging. I've never used it before. So I'm thinking about trying it out in this video, and I have various colors. Honestly, I think any color would look right for this nail because it has so many colors. It has like every color of the rainbow in the nail. So, all right, so this color is like, ooh, oh my gosh. Color so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna use the black border as a base to apply the color to this. So I'm just gonna go around. It's already so pretty without like using the magnet. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, stay tuned because I'll show you how the colors change. If you're not really like a nail girly or don't really do your own nails or don't really follow the nail trends as close as you like as often as they change, then you may not know what I'm talking about when it comes to like the changing of the colors with the magnet. So I'll show you. So before I manipulate it with the magnet, I'm actually gonna go in with one more coat. I'm like someone who really likes double coats because I feel like it really intensifies the look. You can see it like changes. So I'm thinking of putting in these colored crystals, but I'm thinking of putting them around the base here. Put some here, maybe here, 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 here. But before we do that, I'm gonna make sure it's an even surface by applying my top coat. This top coat is also going to really make that color of the cat eye polishes stand out. I'm gonna take some of my nail glue here, and you don't need a lot of this. I don't want to really cover up any of the image on the picture. I mean, on the decal. I just kind of want to put on the edge. Just a very thin, clear coat, and that's how I like to encapsulate my crystals to make sure they, you know, stay on. So I'm gonna put a few right here. It's always gonna be more iridescent outside of the camera, always. I like how that looks. I'm gonna put some here and here. It's like coming all together. Imagine having this on your nail. Like, it's so adorable. Kind of doing it straight from my brain, which makes it super fun and creative. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I kind of just like go with the flow with, you know, how I'm feeling that day. How do I want the design to look? Put one right here. And then take some caviar beads and kind of like finish the look with them.